I recently published a video of 3 brave mums who blew the whistle about the mistreatment and lack of care of their children whilst at Bradstow Special Needs School in Broadstairs. Since then I've been contacted by more parents of Bradstow pupils and several former and current members of school staff. Each and every one of them has described to me a school which is appallingly mismanaged by its senior leadership, and a school which appears to me to be unsafe for both its pupils and its staff. To give you a taster of the sickening and unprofessional behaviour of Bradstow School's senior managers, I want to share with you a copy of an email exchanged between former school principal Penny Doswell and the current school principal Sarah Adams. This email relates to a serious safeguarding concern raised by the mother of a Bradstow pupil. This email was forwarded by school principal Doswell to Sarah Adams with the words, "I'm not here for safeguarding, but enjoy this." For Principal Doswell to say in writing that she was not there for the safeguarding of the vulnerable special needs children in the care of a school that she was in charge of is beyond contempt and utterly deplorable. It's especially upsetting that these comments target children who she knows will throughout all of their lives need to be safeguarded from harm and abuse. Yet she's quite happy to treat a mother who's worried about the welfare of their child at Bradstow School like a piece of shit, worthy only of a dismissive comment to one of her senior management colleagues. For the principal of any school, SEN or other, to suggest to one of their team, whether in jest or not, that a serious safeguarding concern about a pupil in their care is something to be enjoyed, and perhaps by implication laughed at, should merit instant dismissal and a lifetime ban from the teaching profession. From the evidence I've seen, it appears that Doswell's totally unacceptable comments were not challenged or reported by Sarah Adams, as any professional educator would have done. In fact, Doswell remained in post for another year after her vile comments were made. This suggests to me that senior managers at Bradstow School share a culture of disrespect and ridicule towards parents who dare to raise concerns about the children when they are at the school. A culture in which it's safe to freely express by emails and presumably face-to-face disrespectful and totally unprofessional comments about the safeguarding of some of the most vulnerable people in society who are in their care. This is a culture in which it appears that the current principal of Bradstow School, Sarah Adams, appears to have been a willing and complicit part of. As parents of vulnerable children and adults with special needs, we all know that cultures of ridicule, contempt, demonisation and lack of compassion towards those in care and their carers often leads on to the physical and mental abuse of those who need looking after. It appears to me that Bradstow School might be getting close to the tipping point of becoming yet another one of those shameful institutions which abuses those they should be protecting from harm and danger. Consider Whitefield School in Walthamstow, which was recently exposed by the BBC for operating what amounted to be dungeons for learning disabled children in which they were filmed being restrained, left for hours in their own excrement, verbally abused, slapped around and beaten. But none of their abusers, to the best of my knowledge, have been brought to justice. I'll shortly be making another video about what the parents and staff have told me about the management of Bradstow School. This video will demonstrate that the overwhelming majority of frontline staff are trying their best to support, protect and safeguard the pupils in their care, and that it is the senior management team who are responsible for ruining the school and its reputation. In the meantime, if you're a current or former member of staff, or a parent of a former or current pupil with information you would like to share with me on a confidential basis, please get in touch.